In this video, we're going to talk about widgets. And widgets are a way to allow you to add dynamic content to the front of your website without having any programming experience. So you don't have to get into the code or anything, but it allows you to place things anywhere you'd like on the page with also some dynamic elements to it. So we can do things like show CMS blocks, or we can have links or recently viewed products and things like that. So before we get started, I wanted to really quickly just have our theme be set as our default theme. So if we come to design under configuration, I just changed my current package. It's default, templates are default, skin, and layout are all default. And this will just make it easier on us so everybody's using the default theme. So now let's get started by going to CMS and then widgets, and we're going to add a new widget instance. And this is going to be a static block. For instance, we want this hat information, this important hat information, to be on every single hat page, the product page, when they're going to sell the hats, so people read this information before they purchase their hat. So we're going to select CMS static block, and our theme is default is the theme we're using. And we can click continue. Now our widget instance title will be hat info, and we'll have this available in all store views and a sort order of 0. Now, down here is the important part. This is layout updates. If we click this add layout update, this is where we select what pages we want this to show up on. So if we can click all product types, that'd be great. So let's go to all product types, and now we can have it be specific products or all products. So let's click specific products. And now it gives me the option of adding this block to just our hats. So let's type hat. And now we can just come here and check this checkbox, and it's going to add this to all of our hat pages. Now, this block reference is where we want the widget to show up. We want this to show up in the product view extra hint. Notice how you have options for the page top, page header, info column options wrapper, bottom block options wrapper, and this will change based on what type of page you're telling it to show up on. However, for this particular product page, we have these options. So let's click Product View Extra Hint. And now the last thing we need to do is tell our widget which block to use. So let's scroll up here and click Widget Options. Now let's select a block. Now we wanted our hat info block, and it's easy as that. Let's click Save. And the last thing we have to do is clear our cache. So let's click this cache management link here, and let's just flush Magento cache. And now let's browse to a hat on our store. Let's go to Hats, and let's just click on a particular hat. And now you'll notice that right after the price here, injected into the page is our important hat info. So this is how I used a widget to add this content to my page. Let's try something else. Let's come back to CMS widgets, and let's add another one. And let's say we wanted a CMS page link into the footer. Let's click in default again. Let's say footer link. And this is going to be in all store views. And it's going to have a sort order of 0. Now for layout updates, we can say display on all pages. This is going to have it display on all pages. We can have it also display in the page footer and the CMS page link block template or inline template. We're going to select block template. Now under widget options, we can add custom anchor text. So we can say portent info, and this is going to take them to the hat info page. So let's check this and let's select this. And now from our static page list, we can select the hat information page and click save. Now let's refresh our page. And if we scroll to the bottom, you'll notice it's not showing up. Well, we left out one step that we did the first time. Remember, we had to clear the cache. So let's come back here and clear this cache. Let's click Flush Magento Cache. Now that that's gone, we can refresh the page, and we'll see our important info link. We click on this, and it programmatically takes us to this page. Now, even if this URL changes at some point, this link will still always take us to this page. Not to mention, we were able to have this link and change the anchor title directly from the widget itself. So this is just scratching the surface of what widgets can do, but feel free to play around with them. Just make sure you have the correct theme selected for which theme you're going to have this display on, or else your widget won't display.